I'm Sean here with XenonSupply.com, and today we're shooting an M&M auto body shop on La Brea in Mid-City, Los Angeles. Here we have a 2013 Chevrolet Malibu that we'll be showing you how to do HID installation on. On the passenger side, as you can see, we've already gone ahead and installed the lights. What we'll do here is show you how to do it on the driver's side, and let's go ahead and get started. Today we have the XenonSupply H11 HID Xenon kit, customized for the 2013 Chevrolet Malibu. Included in this package are two H11 bulbs, two premium XenonSupply HID ballasts, the 3M mounting pads to mount the ballasts, an accessory relay harness, and the zip ties to tidy up the wiring. Let's get started. Now for this installation, we used a drill and a 1-inch drill bit, or you can use a 1-inch hole saw, some needle nose pliers, you can use wire cutters as well, and a 10mm socket wrench. Here I'll be showing you how to open up the headlight housing and access the headlight bulb. On the driver's side, to access the headlight housing, you have to move the windshield wiper fluid tube by just simply pulling it out. It just comes out like that, very simple. And then you have plenty of room to work with. Just turn the cap counterclockwise and it pops right out. And then the H11 bulb inside is just a simple twist and unlock mechanism. Just twist and lock counterclockwise. And the bulb should come out easily. There we go. The bulb may be hot, so be careful if you have the light on this entire time. And there's a small clip at the back of the bulb that you depress, and you pull out the bulb. Now here I have in my hands the stock vehicle connector, which we'll reference to later. Here I'll be showing how to drill a hole into the dust cover so we can fit the wiring through with a rubber grommet. I'm using a 1-inch drill bit here. We'll be making a hole that's about a little under 1 inch wide. Now let's feed the wires through. And plug up the hole with the rubber grommet. Just like that. Here I'll be showing you how to install the HID bulb. As you can see, this H11 bulb has 3 notches. The biggest one will be in the upper right position, kind of facing towards the car, with the strip facing near upwards. Let's go ahead and put it in. Just rotate it until you find the groove that it goes in. There we go. And then make sure you press it in tight and turn clockwise to lock in the bulb. Now while we still have the dust cover off, we want to make sure to connect the 2 wires here to the stock connector, which will give you the signal for the HID kit. Just go ahead and plug the 2 prongs in. Now that these 2 are in tight, go ahead and just stuff it in there and put the dust cover back on. Pull the wires out a little bit. There you go. Now we have the 2 wires that are coming from the bulb, and this one oval plug that will go into the ballast or the harness if you're installing a harness. Here I'll be showing you how to install the accessory relay harness. I've taken the liberty of laying out the accessory relay harness across the engine bay. And there are 5 connectors to this harness. There are 2 power wires to the ballast that powers the ballast, one on each side. There is 1 signal wire that goes to the stock connector, which we already plugged into the vehicle. This is the power wire to the positive terminal on the battery. It has the inline 20 amp fuse, and 1 grounding wire for grounding this relay. Now the harness that you receive may have 2 grounding wires or 1. Either one works, doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and hook this up. I've chosen this bolt here as on the chassis. It may have paint under it, so make sure you scrape off some paints or clean it up so it has a clean ground connection, or else the HID kit won't work. There's also a ground in the back where you see other wires grounded to that you can use for a ground if you can reach it. Let's go ahead and just plug up all the wiring. Like I mentioned, this female plug is for connecting to the stock connector of the vehicle. We've already done that on the inside by connecting those 2 prongs that are polarity sensitive. Here we'll just plug this male oval plug to the female oval plug. That way the relay has signal from the car, so when you turn it on and off, the relay knows to turn on and off. The only 2 remaining wires of this easy installation process are the 2 bulb wires that connect to the ballast, which I'll show you next. Here are the XenonSupply ballasts, which I've already mounted the 3M mounting tape. All we need to do is hook up the power ballast wire from the relay directly into the ballast. Just match up the grooves. Now again, HIDs are polarity sensitive, so if this ballast is not working, the lights aren't turning on, just go ahead and flip the switch. And the remaining 2 connectors here we plug into the the bulb wires, which I had earlier, these 2, male to female, male to female, and I stuffed the ballast. There's actually a good compartment in here where you can mount the ballast. Just make sure you clean off the inside, stick it on, and then you should be able to put the cap right over it. Before we mount everything and tidy up the wiring, let's test to make sure the lights work. Let's go ahead and do that now. Let's turn the lights on. Make sure they're both working. Let's go ahead and test to make sure all the other lights are working as well. Check the turn signals. Check the high beam. Alright, looks like everything's working so far. There are no errors on the dash. So let's go ahead and tidy up the wiring and clean up this installation. Here I'm going to show you how to tuck this harness wire under the front fender here over this, and just run it through. And where we'll be mounting the ballast on the passenger side, there's a nice clean flat area down here. Just take off the tape and go ahead and mount it. Just stick it on and make sure it's got a good stick. We're all set for the passenger side. On the driver's side, we're just going to mount it inside this nice big battery box. A flat surface here that's away from everything else. Just make sure you clean it and stick it on good. Just go ahead and put the cover back on and you're all set. Just tidy up the wiring, zip tie them up, and you're all set for the installation. That about wraps up the HID installation today for the 2013 Chevrolet Malibu. If you have any questions or product inquiries, please contact XenonSupply directly via the email and phone number on screen. Again, the customized products installed today can be purchased directly from www.XenonSupply.com. We hope you found this video helpful, and thanks for watching.